So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to your channel, Brighter Life Institute. I'm Alicia. Today I want to talk about mental discipline to deal with isolation and loneliness. During the period of the COVID-19 pandemic crisis, many people were forced to be isolated and to stay alone. For many people, this was a new thing. Some of those people were so used to have so many friends and family and people around them to socialize, and to be told for some of those people that they needed to isolate themselves for a number of days because they had COVID-19 or for certain reason. This was really hard mentally for some people. Some people reported to absolutely hate working from home remotely, and what they missed the most is to see their colleague and go to the office and so on. Some even missed to dress up in the morning because people started to wear whatever to work. Some didn't have a pants down there and nobody knew it. But today in this video, I want to share with you a few tips how you can develop a master skills regarding your mind when you are isolated and you are alone. The hardest things that you experience when you are alone is not really that you don't have people in your life, despite that many people link the effect that they experience it and the relationship that they have with loneliness and isolation to be linked to the fact that they don't have people in their life. I'm going to invite you to do some little research, or even be curious and look a bit around you. Many people that are surrounded of so many people in their life have reported as well to feel alone. So if it is the case that you can feel alone when you have people around you and when you are totally alone, can we then say that these painful things that we have regarding loneliness is really linked to the fact that we don't have people in our life? Or is it linked more clearly to our mind, to the story that we allow our mind to guide us through? I'm somebody that have a very close relationship with loneliness and isolation. And I can tell you, you certainly can feel deeply and painfully alone with people that you feel doesn't understand you, that you feel don't love you, that you feel are using you, that you feel don't accept you. The pain that you can experience when you are with people that simply don't have your back is harder than the pain to be alone by yourself, having nobody. But saying this, I do not discard at all that some people really feel greatest pain when they are alone. This pain that you're experiencing when you're alone is really linked to your mind, what you're thinking in that time, and how you see things, perceive things in that period of space that you have for yourself. It is really important and wise when you are alone. They can be you are forced to be alone, or you don't have any choice to be alone, or you choose to be alone, that you do it with purpose. This is the time that you can learn to master your mind. This is the time you can learn in a supreme discipline regarding yourself, regarding your mind, that constantly speak to you, but you don't really connect with it until you are really alone. And now you hear it, and you hear it all. Discipline and having a purpose when you're alone is absolutely key. If you're alone and you don't have any goals, or you don't have a purpose, your mind, you will eat you alive. You'll be food for the depression. You'll be food for anxiety. Did you notice that you cannot be depressed and doing something intellectual at the same time? I have noticed during my 8 weeks of trainership in mindfulness that when you are trying to fix your mind in something, in an activity, the mind will try to pull you to another activity. So you constantly have to pull it back, have certain control for it to stay focused where you want it to be. Isolation compared to loneliness is extremely painful. Isolation may push a human being to take their own life, because the mind and the thinking they have regarding isolation is more painful than what they're saying to themselves during a loneliness. To be isolated is not natural for a human being in our time. Some people can link that isolation to rejection, that they don't belong to the society that they are. That your issue and your challenge is with isolation or loneliness or both, I'm now welcoming you to try to experience and learn discipline. Master your mind. This is the time you can do that. During the time where we going through greatest pain in ourselves, with ourselves, alone, feeling all kind of negative extreme thinking, we can develop mastery to be disciplined in our thinking. We all know about diamond. Diamond become diamond in extreme pressure. And this is it for you. try to never really be alone or isolated about a purpose. Meaning, you want to read a book, you want to take care of yourself, you want to work out, you want to study a new craft, you want to better your life, you want to invest on a new project. This alone time, let me clarify what it is. This is not punishment. This is time that you have the luxury to have with yourself. Yes, that's what it is. That time and space is huge. Some people don't have the luxury to have time for themselves. Yeah. You are privileged to have that time and space to decide to do whatever you want to do for you. Think about the thousands of moms out there that have to deal with their home, their work, their kids, their friends, their husband, and blah blah blah. They have no time for themselves. Such a people exist in our society. If you use your alone time, your time of isolation, to not be stuck in your mind, but to use that time and space to invest into you, and to stay in that investment focus to create something, you are learning a mastery to discipline, to progress, and to win. I guarantee it. We were born alone, and we will die alone. It is lovely that everybody is talk about together with this, together with that, and having friends. This is lovely. But I experienced it many times when I had projects and things that I wanted to do, that I wanted to progress and go forward. Some of those people that calling themselves friends was draining my energy, telling me to do this and that and left and right about me having time to focus on the things I needed to do. Something I want to say about friends. And the same for family members. Some of them, not all of them. Something interesting that I noticed recently. The people that deeply dislike you and are jealous of you have a high motivation to be your friends, your best friend, the person that you take counsel for. I never thought about this. I don't know about you. I thought if somebody doesn't like me, cannot stand me, they'll pull away from me. No, no, no. Some people that deeply dislike you, deeply jealous of you, want to be in your circle of very close friends. Why, you may ask? Because in order to help you to fall and to not progress, if they are not in your life, they cannot affect you, they cannot say anything to you, they cannot influence you. Be aware of fake friends. fake love, jealous family members. You can see in the eyes of people what the real attention toward you is. Again, for some of you, that is going to master your mind, master your discipline. You're going to notice and feel and sense those people from far. Be your own person. Get built during that time. This is the time you really realize, when I am suffering this loneliness, this isolation, who is going through that? Me. So when you go out there, after you have that experience with yourself, that painful experience, you are not the same. You hear people advising you, and you thank them so much. Thanks for your time. But you are connected with you, with yourself, the true self, not just the ego that is there to want to please other people. You know when the advice is not right for you. And that's the really great gift that people find when they go through this loneliness alone. That they are pushed to the corner, very extreme, to find who they are, to accept who they are. They start to love who they are. They don't give a damn after it who doesn't like them, who doesn't agree, who what. We know we live our life not to please or displease other people. We don't care if they don't notice us. Usually they do notice you. We live for us. Our decisions are made for us, for our happiness, and not to please or displease anybody. So make sure when you are isolated and when you are alone, you found something to do, something that you really wanted to always do, to learn. You will master anything during this time. During the time you're alone and you are isolated. If we look all the big creation, invention that was brought to our life now, it was brought by people that were alone, and they isolated themselves by choice. I'm not saying to always do that, but there are some people in this world, they are surrounded by sharks, snakes, people that don't care about them, passing themselves for so-called friends. Friends. Be careful with friends. Some friends will push away something that is good for you because they see that these things or this person is bringing you a lot, is adding value to you, and they have not found that. They did not find somebody that add value to them, and they will try to sabotage that for you. Be careful of that. But to get back to the subject of this video, I know how painful isolation is, how painful loneliness is when you have nobody. But think about it for a minute, that you had people or no. That feeling that you have on you has nothing to do with who you have in your life. Trust me, it hasn't. He has everything to do that when you are by yourself, you realize that you have no purpose for your life. You have no goals for your life. You don't even like who you are. You don't even know who you are. And then you start to try to escape by, I need somebody. It's because he or she is not in my life. No. They could be in your life and you still feel that worse about you. People do not define the level of your happiness, and they don't define your destiny. You alone can do that. Always remember, you were born in this world strong and healthy, alone, and you will die alone. So try to embrace this space and this time that you have for you. This is my message today regarding this subject, and I hope you liked it. If you did, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. I'm Alicia, and this is your channel, Brighter Life Institute. I thank you so much for watching this video. Bye!